Return your Nobel Prize, chant these demonstrators in the Indian-administered Kashmir. They are defying a curfew to protest against Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi and her country's treatment of Rohingya Muslims. Hundreds marched through the streets. Police vans were torched and some protesters were detained.
We can feel the pain of Muslims of Myanmar. We are also victims of a similar situation. We have seen the atrocities committed on the Muslims of Myanmar. We have seen how women, children and elderly are being killed. They are being subject to enforced exile.
Solidarity marches were also held in the cities of Lucknow and Chennai.
The Buddhists are targeting Rohingya Muslims. The massacre is underway and both the United States and the United Nations are silent on the matter.
While there's anger on India's streets against Myanmar, the Indian government has a plan to deport about 40,000 Rohingya refugees as part of a wider strategy to crack down on illegal immigration. Early this week, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Aung San Suu Kyi in Myanmar, where he said he shares the country's anxieties about what he called extremist violence in the Rakhine state. While India says Rohingyas pose a security threat, its economic and strategic interests in Myanmar are hard to overlook. India shares a 1,600-kilometer-long border with Myanmar. Trade between the two has grown to more than $2 billion. It's also building a port and waterways project in the Rakhine state. India's decision to deport Rohingyas stands at odds with its long history of giving refuge to persecuted religious minorities. Thousands of Tibetans, including their spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, have called India their home for decades. On Friday, the exiled Buddhist spiritual leader came out in support of Rohingyas.
Those people, you see, who sort of harassing some Muslim, then they should remember Buddha. I think such circumstances, Buddha helping, definitely help to those poor Muslim. So still I feel that. So very sad, very sad.
While public sympathy for Rohingyas grows, their fate in India is now locked in the country's top court. It's hearing a petition against their deportation. Priyanka, Gupta, Al Jazeera.